Mr. Willard. Yo home, boy, Mr. Gatekeeper. Got this sweet fan kit. I know this chair is squeaking. I'm sorry about this. I was watching a video I made the other day, and I'm like, goodness gracious. I guess I done got used to it. I'm going to try not to move too much. I need to oil this chair up. God, that thing's annoying. Anyway, man, we got this thing sewed up for you. You got this amplifier for Mr. Give a shout out to him. Mr. Bullet from Mr. Bullet CB Cells. See if we can't get that focused in there. Yeah, Mr. Bob. Mr. Bullet Bob. Out there at Bullet CB Cells. My buddy Willard got this 667 from him. And the reason why he did was he was looking for a 667 that had a Toshiba driver in it, an older style, you know, 667 without the hybrid. And basically what he's needing is, he's basically needing a driver for a big box. That's all we're going to say. We ain't going to go into details of what it is. But his main concern was he needs 300 watts of dead carrier. He needs a 300 watt dead key to even key this box up. And he's having some issues running a 500 doing this with the type of the setup he's running. So he was going to try 667 out since there's an internal driver. So we're going to see if I know what he's running radio wise. He's running about 14 bird, which is a little hot. That's why I'm just going to kind of go through here. I do want you to utilize your 75 ohm attenuator, all your attenuator circuits in this thing. I do want you to play around with that when you get the box to try to find that perfect perfect drive level you're needing, but also attenuating a little bit of that drive. If you can attenuate some of that drive, because you got a big radio, if you can attenuate a little bit of that drive and still achieve what you're wanting, that's kind of what you're going to be wanting to do with this box, so you won't blow the snot out of it. We did a full power wire upgrade all the way to the back of the transformers, each for all three sections, as you can see. Just a routine upgrade now. Just about everybody is getting them now. If somebody sends in something and doesn't get it, it feels weird. That's how common it is now these days. But got the fan kit put on here for you, which is absolutely beautiful. These fan kits are beautiful, man, once you get them on there. And I always like to paint with some good Rust-Oleum black, the top and the bottom. It just sets them off. And there's your connector right there for your fan. And there you go. The reason why I had to go this route right here, because somebody had drilled a hole and it was a lot bigger than to mount a 1/4 inch plug or a 1/4 plug or whatever size that plug is. So I had to go this route, okay, which is no big deal. Just had to go a little bit of a different route. Got to use one of these string release, which I've been wanting to use. I hadn't had time to. It's a cool little string relief right here, man. It's made for smaller wires. I got cut off for some reason. Alright, so basically I didn't have to do much to the box. I got in here and I cleaned it up a little bit. Let's see here. I cleaned it up a little bit. I don't really know if I've done too much to the actual inside itself, other than the upgrade. I did clean it up a good bit. Oh, I had to change a biasing resistor, which it wasn't a big deal. Just one of them things. I like to set them back to completely factory if I can. It just makes me feel better, honestly. So I changed one of the resistors to what it calls for factory. And, you know, everything else looked good. I think Bullet Bob must have done this. He done a good job on it. This thing was rocking and rolling when I got it. He just needed that upgrade, that power wire upgrade done to it. Fan kit. He just wanted me to go through it just to make sure everything was good. So, alrighty. So this thing's tagged from Gatekeeper and Bullet Bob now. Alright, man. Let's go ahead and show you what it's doing with the 4-watt radio. Okay, I'm on the unregulated supply right now. I'm just starting off with that because I'm going to be hooking up the hot radio here in a second. And it's just too much supply. This supply is not big enough to hold this amp when I put the hot radio on it. Y'all just hang in there with me. I'm working on a little bit of stuff down here that's going to at least give me 150 amps, which I've attempted to tie 2 of them together. Actually, they're not quite working the way I want them to yet, so I'll have to play around with the current sharing method to them, but get it figured out. Alright, so let's see if we can achieve that 300 watt dead key. Now I'm starting off with a 4-watt radio. I know you're not running a radio that small, but I'm just going to start off with it. Alright. We're on high. Okay, so here's how much we're getting bird. Now this is a 1-watt dead key, okay? Which won't be completely accurate since we are unregulated. Come on now, focus. I hate it, man. Sometimes it does this. So we got about 180 watt dead key. Go, swinging up to about 280. Oh, okay. So we're nowhere near where you want to be right now with this radio. Go, input reflect looks great. Here's your peak watts. Ooh, almost 800 watts. That's dropping to 14.7 volts. Alright. Now, I'm not even going to play around with this radio. I could, go turn my deck. You're not running a radio that big. Alright. Now I'm going to go to my hot radio, which still is not as big as the radio that you're running. But it will be bigger than what I'm running now. So I don't have a radio hooked up or even out here that's doing what your radio's doing. I think your radio's doing 14 bird. This radio's doing 4. This one I'm hooking up now is doing 8. And my next one over there I've got turned down doing 16, which is probably closer to what you're needing. Okay. I don't really want to hook that D-rail radio up to this box, to be honest with you. I really don't want to do that. I'm scared. If it was my own box, I would. I just really don't want to do that, man. Oh, so we're going to see if we can achieve what we're wanting to achieve with the 8-watt radio. So I'm going to adjust this dead key and get it up to 300 watts, and we're going to see what happens. We're going to see if we got some forward swing. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, if we got forward swing with this radio, 8 watts, then you're in the clear. You're definitely going to have forward swing with your radio. Alright, let's turn everything on. Alright, let's see where we're at right now. Okay, let's see where we're at. You know what? To make this a little bit more accurate, I'm going to take this out. Excuse me. I'm going to take this out and put my 500 watt slug in. Where's it at? 500 watt. Where you at? There you are. We're going to take that out and put the 500 watt slug in so we can get a little bit more accurate. Alright, so we're reading the middle scale now, okay? 500 watt slug. Brand new slug, actually. Middle scale, so the 10's 100. Okay, so we're almost at 200 watts. So I'm going to turn my carrier up on my radio, which I don't normally do on my videos, so bear with me. I'm just going to ease up. I'm just going to ease, since I can't hold them both down. Okay, we're going to go up a little bit more. Alright, we're right there. Let me go back a little bit. Alright, that's 300 watts. See, a little bit over 300. Alright, let's see if we got some forward swing, man. Oh, yeah. We got a little bit. We got a little bit, not much, but we got a little bit. Oh, yeah. Let me go ahead and back that back just a little. Dude. So she's keying about 300. Swinging about 380, almost 400. But let's see what the supply is doing. So the supply is dropping to about 14 volts. Oh, just for the heck of it, I'm going to reach back here and put it on the high tap, which is going to be a bit higher in volts. I find out some 667s will do the same amount as a 500 with a driver. Some. Most of the time I find out that ain't the case. I can get more output out of a 500 using an external driver. But 667s definitely do have their place, no doubt about that. Alright. I'm going to have to turn my dead key back down now. Yeah. Alright, we're at 300 watts, okay? I'm just going to do a quick swing. I ain't going to try to stay on it like this. I'm sorry about this shadow, y'all. I'm going to get my butt and my dang into an actual shop here soon, man. Ooh, good God almighty. That thing's swinging 500 bird. Yeah, I don't think you're going to have a problem. Let me see what his voltage is dropping to. Ooh, voltage is dropping to 15H, which is quite hot. I'm not going to key it up no more. I just don't want to even risk hurting the amp, man. But she is doing 500 watts. Well, I'll show peak just for the heck of it. Let's see what this 667 is doing, y'all. We're going to do this real quick now. Well, we got the 500 in. Just pegged the 500. Hold on, let me put the 1,000 in. 500 bird out of a 667. Alright, I got the 1,000 back in now. Almost 1,000 watts. See, I told you. Sometimes I can get more peak watts out of a 500 than a 667. That's just the way it is. You can go into many reasons why that is. I ain't gonna get into it. All right, big brother. Well, I think this might work for you because this thing's swinging. Now, look. Let me explain something to you, Willard. You saw I had this thing swinging 500 bird, hitting it with the hot radio. Now, of course, with your radio, it's going to be doing more than that. But I do want to ask you to play around with your attenuators. Meaning, start off like this. Just start off like that. And just see what you can do. Just see what you can do. While you're doing it, you may want to feel around here and make sure these resistors ain't getting too hot, you know. Right now, this thing's cool as a cucumber. I ain't staying on the key long with it or nothing. And then, see, this right here is going to be your low, okay? You got different power levels with this, you know. That's going to be your low. That's going to be medium. That's going to be medium high. And then high. So play around with the different combinations, because you're going to be putting a lot of drive in this thing. We want to get that, as you see just then, with 8 watts drive, with all the current it needed, all the current it wanted with the unregulated supply, even though it was at 15.8 volts or so, that is a little steep. You don't want to go that high in the volts. See if you can get the same outcome with your attenuators in. At least bare minimum, the green button in. Bare minimum. That's putting the 75 ohm in. The 75's ohm in with it and everything, and that 10 ohm and all that. We won't get into all that, but anyway, see if you can achieve it with a green button in. Okay, at least. At least. And I want to say good luck to you. I'll go ahead and put this top on here. Let you see it with the top. I need to go put your ring terminals on for you. Oh, you know what? Here, hold on a second. Let me unhook it for let me unhook it from here. Hook it up to here. Bear with me. Hook it up to here and here, and let you hear your fans. Get it on the unregulated supply. There's your fans on there. And I mean, they are blowing, buddy. You can feel them all the way back here. Most of the fan exhaust is going to be coming out of the back, so keep that in mind when you put this amp in your car or whatever you put it in. Make sure the back is not covered up, okay? Make sure it's got enough room for the air to flow out of the back. I mean, that's pushing some air. You'll have a tad bit coming up here, but I mean, not even, I can't hardly feel any. I feel just a tad bit, but you know, it's going to take the least path of resistance, so it's flowing out the back. So got them, oh yeah, this is a new top. Okay, this is a new top. This bottom was the one that was on top, I believe. Yeah, this bottom, no, you know what, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think the top that was on here was one of them flimsy covers, and that isn't this. I think I've got another top to cut this for you. So, but this is a brand new top. RF Parts is out of them, by the way. I don't know when they're getting back in them. And we got the new lens covers right here. Okay, I put all new lens covers on there for you. And did I have to put a new meter? No, I didn't. That meter was good. I think I put a new knob on there for you. I honestly can't remember right now. I know I put new lens covers on there for you. You wanted me to pretty much make this thing look brand new. She looks great, man. There's your power cable. I think I'm going to start doing my fan kits like this now. I basically have pushed them back just a tad bit so this fan's not poking out the front at all. Some of the first fan kits I did. And as you can see, there's a tad gap. Just a little bit of a gap in between the top and the bottom. And that's the only reason I've been using them thin fans. These fans right here. That's the only reason, because I was wanting these two to touch. But now I see how it looks, and this looks great. This doesn't look bad. And you get double the airflow. So I'm going to start doing it like this now, so you can have double to triple the airflow than using those real thin fans. Because that looks great. And I thought it'd look bad, you know, having a little gap in there, but it don't. It looks great. It definitely adds some weight to the box, no doubt about it. But if you ask me, man, this adds some value to these boxes, putting these kits in there. Because these kits are made by hand, man. I had to literally cut these holes with a dang hole saw, and that's just steel. This ain't aluminum. And you can see, here's a fan kit right here. You know, those are cut by hand. They're mounted by hand. The feet's mounted. Everything is done by hand. I don't have any special tools to help me do that quicker, which when I do get some hydraulic punches and stuff, I'll lower the price on them. But until then, these fan kits are $120 installed. I know that seems a little steep, but it's a little work making these things. It really is. It really is. I may work a deal out for some people at times. You know, if they're getting a lot of other stuff, I may drop it to a bill, to $100. But, you know, if you go look at fan kits for Sweet 16s, the things ain't cheap. They really ain't. You know, the cover's 20-something bucks. The fans are, you know, $14, $15 a piece. Feet are $1 a piece. You know, you got all the labor, cutting, drilling, you know. And, all right, let me get on out of here, man. I hope you enjoy it, Willard. This thing's going to Bermuda. Bermuda, Bahama. Come on. All right, let me get on out here, man. Old Gatekeeper said it. I'm going. Bye, bye, bye.